The New York State lawmakers have wrapped up their legislative session. There are mixed reviews, and one rule that was not extended is a blow to New York restaurants. Fox 5's Kayla Mamalak live for us this morning in Greenwich Village to explain. Kayla, good morning.
Carrie, good morning to you. And yeah, no doubt the restaurant and bar industry is among some of the hardest hit during the pandemic. And one thing several of these business owners will tell you kept them alive was the ability to sell cocktails to go. And yet, despite its popularity, it may be a thing of the past.
I am a fan of liquor to go.
It's one of the few, if not the only thing New Yorkers fondly recall about the pandemic. Governor Cuomo allowing restaurants and bars to offer alcohol to go along with food orders through executive order extended several times. A perk for patrons and a lifeline for struggling businesses.
Kept us alive. I mean, if it wasn't for that, then who knows if we would have been able to stay open.
And yet this morning, its fate is in limbo. Both the state Senate and Assembly have separate bills prolonging booze to go permanently or with a one-year sunset provision. But the chambers didn't act on either of them or even try to agree on one measure before the legislative session ended. Andrew Ridgey is the executive director of the New York City Hospitality Alliance.
We need Governor Cuomo now to continue to extend the executive order so we can keep the popular alcohol to go policy, which customers love, and it's helping save so many small, struggling businesses.
That legislation hardly the only thing left up in the Albany air. Cuomo and state legislatures also failing to pass a bill that would restructure top leadership at the MTA, as well as a criminal justice reform bill known as Clean Slate. The bill would seal records of those with misdemeanors after 3 years and after 7 years for people with felony records. But in the 11th hour, the Assembly Democrats claimed the Clean Slate bill was poorly drafted and failed to muster the votes to pass it. As for the MTA, Governor Cuomo has introduced legislation splitting the top position into two posts, a chairman and a CEO. Both would be subject to Senate confirmation. While Senate Democrats appear to be on board, the legislative session ended without a vote on that either. Another unanswered question, what becomes of the Assembly Judiciary Committee's impeachment investigation into Governor Cuomo? Now, it is possible that the investigation picks back up in the coming weeks despite the recess, but none of that has been made clear, at least not yet. For now, we're live here in Greenwich Village. Carrie Bianca, I'll send it back inside to you guys.
Thank you, Kayla Mamalak. Thanks very much for the update.